you, if you go to a market and you're going to buy something, whether you're even buying it on credit or wherever it is, there should be an understanding that you are coming to pay. And the moment you pay, you are given a receipt to that. There was an issue like that where Shattawale and OMG, right? And then he brought some receipts saying that he paid for the hospital bills and things like that. You understand? So this whole situation of I have paid, I have not paid, and all of that, it is very tricky, but this is what I would say generally on the things that we have in this music industry. Musicians in Ghana, they don't like to pay for recordings, and that on God, they know. They know what we are saying. It's either the musicians or their record label. They don't pay. Because as an artist, when you're coming up, and that's the system that we have in Ghana, when you're coming up, you are like, you are really licking the bums of these producers. Charlie, hook me up, hook me up, hook me up. And they tend to take you as their baby with the hope that when you make it in the future, you remember them. That is the kind of system that we have in Ghana. And nobody should come and attack me and say that, oh, Sally, he hates. You see, this country is so sensitive. So people are so sensitive with the truth that they would wish for us not to speak it. That is what is going on. Go and ask from the first producer to Sarkodie to Stonebwoy to whoever in this industry. That was how it was done. There were no monies paid. With the intention that when it becomes bigger, they will pay. So when what Appiah is saying about the fact that when it becomes bigger, they will pay, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Because if not, a whole emoji will not have a scuffle with a whole Shattawale. Shattawale is big now. He has some certain level of money or amount of money. I'm not saying he's rich, but he's comfortable.
Please, he's rich.
He's comfortable enough to offset some of these, bills or debt and all of that. But they don't do it. They don't do it. When Shattawale's situation came and they were back and forth and all of that, and some of the musicians and their record labels realized that it can go against them. They started calling the producers that made the beat for them. I can mention name,
please,
but for the purpose, because some of these record labels, they are my people there. They know themselves. They called asking, bro, do I owe you some money? Indeed, you owe them money. Right? So they started paying. I can mention, I have about 5. Those people that have not offended me, they are my people. But the day that they do, I'll mention their names.
At this point, don't mention him.
That's what I'm saying. That I love them now. So I'll keep it. This is one of the days that somebody who do not have a filter like me is trying to conceal somebody's secret. That's very unlike me. I don't do it. But for now, I'll do it. They started calling them. Do I owe you? Of course you know you owe them. You owe them. And they're crying royalty. What is royalty that we are talking about? It's a way you sue Angr and a way you sue Bibi. Then you have to pay for it. But who owns the royalty to a particular song in this situation?
All of that.
The person who writes the song, the person who records it, are the owners of it, especially when the person who records it have not been paid outright. That's how it is.
So in Papi and Appiah's situation, are you looking at maybe they didn't pay, or no, maybe they paid?
I said until they provide the receipt to the payment, I will not believe it.
So Sally, what if sometimes because we do some jobs, you go and you're paying for it, and you know that, oh Charlie, this maybe he paid, Appiah didn't maybe have any receipts or something to prove to them, but they also know that they paid, which Papi has constantly been saying that they paid for it. But Appiah on the other hand is saying that you didn't pay, you owe me.
That's what I'm saying, that if they even take it to court, Where is the receipt to the payment?
No proof.
No proof. And listen, what I appear to see saying, that's what they go through. The producers in this country, but you see, some of them do not have, in fact, all of them do not have balls to say it. They don't have the vim to say it. Me, I said when the emoji situation happened, I took it upon myself, went to some producers that I know, and they showed me messages and screenshots of payments that have been made to them after that revelation. So if you feel the system and structures in this country are not working, if they were, everybody would have known what is due them.
But Sally, in Appiah's and Papi situation, as much as it was all money and all that, but if Appiah said they haven't paid them, does it mean that he should go and pick something that belongs to them to, sort of sell? Let me say, I'm using the word sell as just as an example. But in his case, he put it. Yes, he uploaded it on.
He has a right. I just told you that who are the owners of a song? Who owns the song? I'm talking about the royalties. A song can be yours, but written by somebody. When you are going to through all these processes, you need to put them down. So a song can be owned by the record label because they paid for it. A song can be owned by an artist because the person actually wrote it and paid for everything.
Okay, so
the recording studio or the producer can also own the song when the beat or whatever has not been paid.
So Sally,
part owner, I mean.
So in this situation, now that owner, he has put it online, he's made the money. Let's say if the beat costs, let's say 5,000, the song would everything, let's say put together is about 20,000. Now you've gotten more than that. So don't you think that maybe whatever you also got from that, since he also contributed something to it, maybe he should have given Papi them something?
I agree with that because they are part owners. I agree with that. When you uploaded it and you needed the money, you needed for your debt or whatever to be offset. After doing that, there should be a proper documentation where any money that you got, you're going to you give them some. Because in this situation, they wrote the song, you recorded it, right? You are both owners of the song. In terms of royalties, there are certain percentage that is supposed to go to either parties. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I feel when
Papi.
When Appiah uploaded the song, right, and he had whatever amount of money, now this is a benefit that it is endless. It shouldn't end, because so long as people are downloading the songs, monies are coming in. So I mean, you should be able to give them some. You should be able. I feel after uploading it and getting the money, I feel. That's the right thing. It's not even a matter of feeling. That's how it's supposed to be. Because in this situation, you are saying Papi didn't pay you, or the guys, they wrote the songs themselves. They didn't pay you. They came to record. They didn't pay you. So in a way, it's a collaboration that any money that comes out of it, ideally, if the system and structures that we have in this country are good, they support every person publishing money and all of that. Every person that is involved must get something. But here they don't do it. Yes.
Usually I wouldn't want to do this because if I'm going to pick a party, I would want both parties to be on phone so we talk to them. But I know Papi is listening and he's constantly been bugging Nana Kwame that he wants to say something. But Papi, I'm going to give you the platform to say it briefly, because ideally if I'm allowing you to talk, I should be able to get Appiah on the line as well. So maybe Nana Kwame, you can find out from Appiah. If he says something small and Appiah also wants to say something small, I think it is fair. Good morning, Papi.
Good morning, Doreen.
I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing beautiful. How are you girls?
We're doing great. Yes, we're all here, but I would want it to be brief because usually I would want to have both parties, so it doesn't look like I've given the platform to just one person to speak and the other is not aware. So I'll just give you just a little time to say what you want to say.
Okay. First of all, Sally, about the royalty or whatever, intellectual property or whatever it is, Appiah has already been taking this. When you play the beat, right? That's where the intellectual this thing comes. So you get your money from that side. He's already been taking that. He has somebody who takes his royalties for him already. Some South African guy. So he's been taking that already. You understand? He's been taking before, but I see the producer can't take like sales of songs. Like if you are selling the song, the producer has nothing in it. That's money for the artist and the record label. And we pay Appiah. If he said we didn't pay him, right? Okay, I've been into we get records of artists who work with him. He should bring this thing. Slip people see say 55 in name day inside 55 because he said we never paid for studio fee before. So make it bring say all the songs we did was free. And listen, you said it's true that musicians, producers do songs for us for free. Sometimes some people don't pay, but ours we never go like we don't pay. Maybe we can go like, oh bro, we don't get money to do something for you. So usually we will get it for free. Not be like the person will talk to after the song, you come and pay me or something. No, he said after Mujeba 3 years he didn't hear from us. He called us, he never heard from us. But Mujeba came in 2010. Came in 2011. Boss Kena came in 2012. The Gantra Body came in 2013. So Sally, are you trying to say Appiah did all these songs for free? Whilst we are reigning and making money, and we were big before we see African Girls made us big. We won 2 awards for Ghana Music Awards, the Discovery of the Year and Pop Song of the Year. So we're big before we recorded Move Back. It's not like we're hustling and wanted like a record label or wanted to be heard. Do you understand? So we have a vibe with this guy. He's our friend. You know what I'm saying? So when we always go to him to work with him. We pay Appiah. Listen, anybody that works with Appiah knows, they do that thing. If Appiah do a barter trade, you can record the song. And you say, oh, I like this song.
Yeah.
So do another song. Make I take this one. I will give you beat. Make you do another song. That's African Girls we did with him. And we have a song called Just Stop.
Okay.
We replaced it with Ting Kolo. We have some song. That's him. It's also on the company, but that's not ours. That's why we're not talking about
so,
it.
So, Papi,
all this.
I've gotten everything you're saying right here. As I said, I wish I could give you more time to speak. But at the moment, I know the last time I heard from you and Bulldog, you were planning on taking him to court. Is this still happening?
Yeah, we're working on it.
You're working on it.
Court is the only place, Court is the only place we can. We don't want to do with Gidi or they say like, oh, we don't want any police issue or nothing, so we'll just take it to court.
Okay. We'll definitely be here and we'll be following up on the issue as well. As and when it comes, we'll definitely let our listeners know what happened next. All right, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking to us. All right. So that is Papi of 55 fame. And as I said, I know I wish we could also speak to Appiah. But Sally, you wanted to clear something before we move to
listen, first and foremost, I never said that all the songs that you did with Appiah you never paid. It's Mujeba that is in the bone of contention now.
Okay.
And I'm saying I'll put your issue aside because you are my person. Appiah is my person. But in general, artists do not pay sound engineers or producers. I have facts. I'm not just speaking out of ignorance or I don't know what. All these artists, they know that certain amount of monies are due to these producers, but they don't give them. That's why when I said when MOG reacted, people were shaking in their pants. Record labels were shaking in their pants, calling them producers that they feel they owe. Because the moment you place a call to somebody saying that Joe, do I owe you? It means you owe the person. But the bottom line is that most of these producers are not willing to talk about it.
Yeah.
If all of them can come out and speak, all these things will stop. Proper documentation will go on. Proper documentation. And listen, I think we are all learning from Hollywood. We know the basis of royalties. We know who gets who, what. So it shouldn't even be like a problem. But here in Ghana,
it is a big problem.
It's a problem. So what it is that you put a document on it. Because the moment these artists are begging, they have a different posture. And when they make the money, they have a different posture. And that's how human beings are. It's not just musicians. But they tend to be in the spotlight. That's why a lot of people get to talk about their situations. But listen, Doreen, I'm giving you this assignment. Go behind me to almost all the producers that you know. If they will not mention top artists, that owe them money.
Wow.
That owe them money in this top artists. That owe them money in this Ghana. But they are not willing to talk because they will be blacklisted by these artists. You see, if a person is good at heart and you bring his faults to him or her, they will not be offended though, unless you have a very dark heart. Because if you know you need to pay somebody for something, and you are not paying, and the person comes to speak of it, and you tend to blacklist the person. That's where the industry is where it is now. But I would wish those people, top-notch producers, in your head and in your heart and in your minds, you guys know you owe these people. Go and pay them, because now you are not broke again, like you're saying. You have something in your pocket. If you are feeding your families, you have to feed them too.
Ooh, what are your thoughts on this as well? 0548-841-039. That's our WhatsApp line. If you cannot call us, you can send us a message and we'll definitely read it here on the show. And you can also drop a comment on Twitter as well at hits1039fm, at Doreen Avio. And later, when we activate the phone lines, do well to call in to share your opinions as well. So this week, we all woke up to some good news in our entertainment space, and that was because the late legendary, that's Bob Marley, featured our own Sarkodie on his song Stir It Up, and of course it's got lots of people talking, and it's out, the song is out, the remake of the Bob Marley classic Stir It Up. It was released, that was on Friday, and it was produced by Ghanaian producer OMG, and featuring prominently on it is the signature drums. And reacting to the project, Sarkodie obviously dubbed it the biggest highlight in his music journey. And the rapper, who was delighted to have this opportunity, noted that he was grateful to Bob Marley's family for choosing him for the project. Obviously, he put out something on Twitter, and Ghanaians are happy. The world is happy. I've seen lots of people, sort of happy for Sarkodie, because, and it's even now generated a lot of debate here.
I'm so like
too much,
in the mood this morning.
This is beautiful.
It is.
It is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Kudos to Sarkodie, his team.
It is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yesterday, when I heard about the speculation in time and all of that, and then I heard that he was going to do this with this person, what I said to myself was that I hope he didn't steal it or sample it.
No way.
You know
yeah,
how
I know.
It will bring some huge controversy. That is not good. So, but when I saw the post
from
Bob Marley's page,
yes,
my God, I had a little wine. I had to sip on it because this is good for Ghana. And it all boils down to the fact that this year of return and beyond the return is doing wonders, but a lot of people do not know. Because when these artists, these people come into this country, they tend to listen to the songs that we have, right? So it's putting Ghana on the map. What a way to begin the year by Sarkodie. I mean, I am not a fan, or I'm not a fanatic of his music, his craft. I'm not saying his music.
Okay.
Him as a person, everybody knows I'm for the high grade boss. That's Mighty Samini. But I respect what Sarkodie does. I respect his craft. I respect everything that is around his brand. He's one of the most decorated artists that we have on the continent. Take it or leave it. How dude will come and then,
do
even me, his fingernails even is a big deal to me.
Hey.
I look at his fingernails. One of the most beautiful fingernails in our system. Sarkodie's fingernails.
Have you seen them before?
Yes,
have you had a closer look?
Me. Don't you know I have torchlight? I just zoom on any part of anybody's body. You understand? I mean, he's great. He's good at what he does, and like I'm happy for him. I listen. He deserves it. And what really turned me on is the fact that he was able to do it in his local dialect.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of it. Because before, some of us used to think that without using English in the song, no one will be able to make it. But here's a dude that has been consistent with that, saying that, you know what, now music, because we don't hear what Jerusalem, all that we hear is Jerusalem, right? That's it. Gangnam Style. That's all that we hear is Gangnam Style. We don't know what it
they're
means.
saying.
Hey, Alaji, kukuru. We don't. Do you understand? We don't understand it. Look at Aseke. Doing most of his tunes in his local dialect.
We don't understand.
But you don't understand. But we are jamming with it. So I am good with him. I feel it's fantastic. I feel it's good. All the naysayers around it.
Yeah,
you know,
those doing the comparisons.
No, I mean it's not even a matter of that. Shattawale made a statement about him recording a song with a ghost. Damn well, you wish you're also recording with a ghost.
Don't you think he was just joking?
No. Listen, you see, this time things are really sensitive. So when something like that, as good as this, comes to your country, why was he projecting to McMill that the people that he should record with are Sarkodie, Kwesi Appiah, and Medical? Why? Because he feels he's a prolific rapper in what he does. What I saw in what he said was the fact that he felt the reggae and dance hall is his journey.
So maybe it should have come to him.
Them. But dude, music is dynamic. People love what people do all the time. So it will not always come to you, the how do you call it?
The dance hall
people. When Beyonce featured you, right? Beyonce is R&B pop star.
Yeah.
But he did with you, a dancehall artist. So these things can really change. You understand what I mean? That song, when I heard it, when I hear Shattawale's voice, then I'm dying. Because I feel it was good for the industry.
Exactly.
So I would want these celebrities to just stop the side shades, jabs, and congratulate a brother for winning this for Ghana. Because listen, when we talk about Ashawo lyrics, Sarkodie has it all.
He said it in the interview.
No.
He said he
has it.
How me or Brafo is able to keep it clean, but him,
no. He's so sensual.
But even the song itself,
it's a my song.
I mean,
so
but
when we are
did it for his wife.
Shattawale is not as sexy in that regard like Sarkodie. So when they were looking for somebody who can spice it up, it was either going to go with Kojenchi, Daddy Lumba, or Sarkodie, because Sarkodie is a Nanajo, you understand? He's a Nanajo boy. So please stop with the side talk. That's why I will always compare. If it was a Nigerian that had this collaboration, the whole music industry would have turned around. You will see artists congratulating. As at yesterday, no major artist, I'm talking about the major, meaning the 4 S's, Stonebwoy, Shattawale, and the other S, that is Samini, had not congratulated him
on the song.
It's bad, dudes. Mighty, it's bad like that. You guys, yes, people are saying that Sarkodie will not do it for you, but we are all not cut from.
He did it for Shattawale when Beyonce had the thing.
No, I said people are speculating that he will not do it, but we are all not cut from the same cloth. If you are for the industry and he doesn't even do it, me, if I was like very active on social media, my God, the noise that I would have made on this song, the whole world would beat me, because I feel Bob Marley, Bob Robert Nesta Marley,
Papa
is the greatest of reggae artist that ever lived. Who doesn't know his song? Who does not jam to his song? So please, let's pamper this dude. I wish the wife will pamper Sarkodie for this.
O pache say weekend you on sepeno.
Enanaji.
On sepeno.
Enanaji. Uso dia na ode obonye se koboni ba ne jamasha uma. Do it all because he deserves it. Sarkodie, congratulations to you. You are a gem. I mean, what you've been able to do. When Kwesi G made that call that he has really featured somebody who is greater than Jay-Z, people were talking. But then again, you can also blame them because Sarkodie lied about the AIDS situation. So you can't blame people. But no, listen, 3 years down the line, what Kwesi G said has come to pass. Let's big him up. He's great. He can, and what I'm also hoping for is that he doesn't sit with this.
He's not going to.
That is the issue with Ghanaians.
He's not going to.
Beyonce featured Shattawale. He sat with it, doing nothing with it. Kerry Hilson, who is not as top notch as Beyonce, did something with Stonebwoy. And now look at the dude being signed on a record label and all of that. He made something with it. So I would hope Sarkodie will not just sit pretty and be comfortable and say that, oh, I've done this. This is the pinnacle of my career. You can go to the Ye, the Kanye level too. It doesn't matter. So please do with it. And if you feel you do not have competent men to take you on that journey, you have Smith there. Adetope is there.
Dennis
of Akwaba. No, listen. Alodia, hook these guys up or talk to them. Let them help you, because that's the problem that we have in this country. Every manager that is here is able to take them to the roof of Ghana, but to just jump them to the next level is very hard because it involves money. And we don't have a lot of money in this country. So reach out to these guys. Dude, this is what I've gotten. Or if you have Nigerian friends, the Davidos, the Wizkid, how they've been able to do it. But I know you guys, you have pride. So there's no way that you go to your fellow artists. So go to the guys that I've mentioned. Alodia, Dennis, Adetope, and then Smith. Go to them. I think they are businessmen enough to want to help you catapult your career. Kudos.
All right.
Sarkodie.
What are your thoughts on this as well? 0548841039. Remember, you can drop a comment on Twitter as well, and do well to call in. And briefly, we're just going to handle this quickly because time is not really on our side. As former Ghana coach Kwesi Appiah applies for Black Stars job, obviously he is interested in that job. He's done it twice and he's looking forward to do it for the third time. Even though some people have the opinion that, listen, you can only keep trying. Some also feel that, listen, we gave you the opportunity, but you couldn't do it. Others also feel that let's give him another the third chance. But there's also another person who is also on standby and is really willing to also pick up that job. But what is your take on it that Kwesi Appiah wants to be the Black Stars coach for the third time? Sally.
Kwesi Appiah is one of the people that I'm in love with in this country.
Yes. We're doing, Sally, let's do this really brief so people can also call in and share their opinions.
He's one of my boyfriends, you know, even though I've not met him. I wish to meet him someday because I like the way that he is, his demeanor as a person. I think he's a great person. He has a good heart. However, you were an assistant coach to, I think, Milovan, right? Yeah, Milovan or something like that. And then you were retained. You were given a task to take these people to AFCON and then the World Cup. In their opinion, you didn't try. But 2 weeks ago on Dan Kwesi Appiah's show, or I saw it on YouTube, he actually made a revelation that it was because he called the likes of Kudos and Gideon Mensah. That's why he was sacked. Because when he actually called them, he was warned that if you feature them, you're going to be in trouble. And I think this game was against South Africa in Takrady. He featured them, and the next minute, they said they were not going to extend his contract. No, this one was not really sacked. His contract ended and we're not ready to extend the contract. So he went. And now I'm hearing that he said people are submitting their CVs.
He's also submitted
and
his.
he submitted his that he wants the job. Under which administration? Is it the same administration that felt you calling the younger ones
was not good enough?
Was not good enough? Or is it another administration? Is this the same people that you went to interview? You went on an interview and really like spoke the truth about them? Dude, they are not taking you. So why would you even ridicule yourself by sending your CV? Me, I believe in you, oh, but I would wish it was under a different administration, not Kreku's administration. You can't do that. You were sacked for doing your job because they don't want the coaches to do their jobs. They want to influence it. But you had a mind of your own. Even with that, you were still influenced. CK Akono came to say the same thing, that they would never let you work. So, and all these things sets up, for your failure. So, if the same administration, they are not dead, they have not been removed, they are still there, why would you want to go there, my sweetheart? Because the same opposition that you went to meet, you're going to face them again. So what makes you think it will change? When after you've left 22 years ago till now, another coach has come and gone because of the same thing. Let's not kid ourselves and say, oh, they gave me 6 months. No person in their rightful mind will give a contract to somebody for 6 months. So it was all a cover-up, Doreen. So please, coach, I beg you, you are my darling. I love you so much. Don't go to these hyenas again. They will run you dry. Please, wait for the next administration, because I know Kurt will never get the second term. That I'm sure of. And I'm praying that he doesn't get it.
Sally, please.
No. Let me finish.
Time is now. I just want us to hear from.
Let me just give me 2 minutes. I know Kurt will go. So my dear, wait. Withdraw your application and wait till better administrator comes because these people, they are not going to take. You've come to reveal their secrets now. Why are you going there again? They will laugh at you. Charlie, I wish he had spoken to me, the girlfriend. I wouldn't have allowed him to do that.